Hey everyone, welcome back to the 6th Gear channel. Today's review, we're going to be taking a look at a 2022 Ford F-150 King Ranch Edition. I just want to say thank you to Mainland Ford here in Surrey, British Columbia for allowing me to review this beautiful truck. If you have any questions or if you want to come take a look at their awesome inventory, I'll leave a link in the description down below. But without any further ado, let's take a look at this truck. Alrighty, so diving into the 2022 F-150 King Ranch Edition. For starters, you can tell by if it's a King Ranch by the grille. It looks significantly different, especially with that bar that comes across the middle. But we'll start here with the headlights. You get beautiful sculpted LED daytime running lights with LED lights as well, and they are bending, of course. You do get some parking sensors down below because you do get the 360 camera on the King Ranch, which is an additional option. But it looks awesome at the front. I don't mind the chrome. This one doesn't have the two-tone paint for the King Ranch. It's got the chrome as opposed to that like brown saddle you'd get probably around the vehicle. But I think it looks good with the chrome on the truck. Now we can see here inside, like typical all F-150s have those grille shutters inside the grille as well as down below in there. And you got your recovery hooks down below as well. I like how the LED lights carry through to the bottom as well as LED fog lights down below. But that is pretty much it for the front end here. You do get some bulging with the new the new redesigned F-150s you can see here, and then it carries throughout also on the driver's or the passenger side. Now, as you can see here with the mirrors on this one, this does have the optional tow mirrors, especially if you're towing. This would be beneficial, obviously, because they extend and de-extend as well. Let's dive into the power plant to this King Ranch. Okay, so diving into the power plant to this King Ranch, we have the equipped 3.5 liter EcoBoost producing 410 horsepower, 510 pound-feet of torque, mated to the 10-speed auto. Great motor, very quick, and it's got a lot of power for towing as well. And I would recommend this one, especially if you're going to be driving in the city and also highway, because it does have really good fuel mileage as well. But that is what the King Ranch here is equipped with. Let's take a look around the truck. Okay, so diving around the King Ranch, as we can see here, it's in black. You do get chrome rims here in this option truck. Kind of reminds me of the Lariat ones that you get if you don't get the Sport, so the XTR kind of edition. But XTR is only for XLT. But anyways, diving into the rim here, we're sitting on 22s. The tire size here is 275/60 R20s. You do get the King Ranch logo in the middle as well, and it's a decent tire from factory. They are Pirellis, so not too bad. Pirelli Scorpion ATRs. Now this one does have the equipped running board. Usually with the King Ranch you do get running boards. So one cool thing is obviously when we open the door, the running board will come out just like that. Now as you can see here to the back, this is a 5.5 foot bed, but the running board extends to the back, and there's also a button there. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to shut the truck door there. It's going to extend inside just like that. And then there is a little kick pedal here. So what you do is you kick that with your foot. There we go. And they actually extend outwards, but they are covering the back of the bed. So it's so much more easier to actually access the back of your bed when they are extended that way. And then when you want to push them back in, just kick it. And there you go. They just hide neatly inside the truck there. We'll start here all with the tow mirrors, chrome here. They do extend, they actually fold in as well. They are much bigger than the obviously standard mirrors. Over here we get the King Ranch logo with some chrome, and then your side fender vent as well with King Ranch there. Chrome door handles with keyless entry, so with your key in your pocket you can unlock it and lock it. You also have the key code here, which is awesome, especially on Fords. They always keep that option. Now, unfortunately you do not get keyless entry on the back. You can only do it on the front two doors. Here is another look at the back of the bed. This does not have FX4, because if it did, you would see it right on the side. Gas tank is to fill up is on the driver's side, and then here is another look at the back rim as well. This one does have the equipped dealer accessory mud flaps as well, and then I'll give you a look of what it looks like on the side in black, of course. Now, this being the 360 camera, you do get a bed mounted camera there, which I will go over when we hit to the back of the bed. That is it for the side. Let's take a look at the rear of the truck. Alrighty, so diving into the back of the truck, we can see here we have King Ranch embedded into the tailgate with the King Ranch logo as well. We do get chrome bumpers, and then you get that nice chrome strip on the tailgate too. You get some parking sensors as well, trailer hitch, max tow on this one, so we got a 355 rear end with the 3.5. You're looking about 10,600 pounds max tow with this bed size and cab as well. Now diving into, I guess, the tail lights, they are LEDs, and one cool thing is when you start loading up the truck, you can see your tail light kind of increase in lights, meaning that you can check if you're basically going over your payload, which is a great feature. I think all trucks should have that. I will show you inside if this truck has that equipped. Now, one cool thing is with the key fob, you can actually bring down the tailgate, and it is auto as well. So you can have it actually go up too, and that is an option on Lariat and higher. This one does have the optional tailgate step as well, and then the outdoor, or the exterior work surface, which gives you imperial and metric measurements, and then some slots here to put pens, phones, and all that kind of stuff. You do get clamps too, so one there and one over there. So if you want to clamp something here and maybe cut, or have something else there to clamp, you're more than welcome to do that. Now this one does have the optional drop-in liner. The spray-in and drop-in they're both good in different ways. If you're going to be sliding things in and out of the bed and not wanting to like throw things in it all the time, maybe the slide it or the drop-in would be good for you. If you're going to be using it for more dropping things in and you might be damaging it, then I would definitely recommend the spray and bed liner. Now you also do have a switch here for the lights, so you can turn that on as well, and all the exterior lights on the bed will go on. But that is that. This also has a tri-fold tonneau cover as well, which is a nice Ford accessory. So you just push this and you can tri-fold it, and it goes all the way up, and then you have buckles which you can buckle in over there. Like I mentioned to you, there is the bed camera. I can show you inside what it looks like, and it just flashes down here in the bed. It's nice if you're backing up and you may need to use it to see kind of where you're going. Now this works just like this. I believe you can push this again, and that tailgate just goes up ever so smoothly, and it's kind of like a nice little party trick, so you don't even need to use your hands. Another way also to bring your tailgate down, there's a button inside and there's a button here as well. You also have a light here that goes down once you unlock the truck, but just pushing that too will unlock the tailgate as well. But that is it for the back. Let's take a look at the back seats of the King Ranch. Alrighty, so coming into the back of the King Ranch, one thing King Ranch is known for is their stunning interior designs and the quality of the material. So we have a Java, is what they call it, brown interior with beautiful stitching all carry throughout, and there is very little black parts in this cabin, but all soft touch material. You got brown down below here. We have your Bang & Olufsen speakers, which I call cheese graters because they are pretty sharp. I like how they place the cup holder here in the new generation truck, and you got some nice beautiful wood trim. Now over here we can look at the seats. We have the King Ranch logo embedded here, and as we carry throughout the bottom, we can see that the King Ranch, Ford doesn't really shy away from putting great quality material inside this truck. You can even see here that the King Ranch logo, with the estimated time they actually started business, was 1853, it looks like. Beautiful interior, truly like it. Now you do get some storage underneath here as well, which you can move up and lock it, and you can put any type of thing you want in there. Now inside here, the center console area, we have USBs and USB-Cs, as well as a 120. Close that up, heated seats, and a 12 volt with vents, and then more cup holders up here as well. And we can also bring this down too to showcase more cup holders if needed be. This one also does have the optional panoramic moonroof, which I think is a must, especially in these high-end trucks. It looks incredible, especially at nighttime. One thing too with Ford I really like is you get a flat floor, so as you can see, it's really nice even for the third passenger if they're going to be sitting in there. It really makes for a nicer ride. If there's a hump there, your legs kind of come up a little bit and it's not the greatest. Most trucks don't have that anymore, but I like how Ford has done that for a while. That's it for the back. Let's take a look at the front. Alrighty, so coming into the front of the King Ranch, Door panel is a little bit bigger, but you can see that it's showcasing the same type of brown material. So all that nice light brown and dark brown with some beautiful wood trim. King Ranch is here on the side of the door. Window controls, your mirror controls as well. And then these are the extending mirror functions here. So you can see that it can move, obviously extend and de-extend as well. Memory seating's up here as opposed to being down here like the previous generations with unlock and lock. All nice soft touch material to rest your arm. Your Bang & Olufsen's speaker covers are here. You do get a King Ranch door sill plate as well. This is your lumbar support with your chair control, which we're going to use that because this truck has the upgraded stereo system, as you can see here, B&O, but it does have the multi-contour seats, which I'll show you how they work. It's a little bit slow, not slow, but it takes some time. So what you do is you move this back, right, and you can see that the top or the bottom here is going to start moving up, and I'm just pushing the back button. I'm not pushing anything else. So all I'm doing is pushing this back, and as you can see, the seat just goes kind of like a 180, and it's such a great idea because if people are going to be using this truck and they maybe are going to be using it to work and they want to just come in their truck to rest, this is such an amazing feature. So now I'm just going to push this forward, and you can see that the seat is actually just going down and it's doing it all automatically. It is a little bit slower, but you know, if you're laying in it, then it's not going to be a problem. And then this too, you can actually move. So I'm going to move the seat up a little bit, and you can push this forward a little bit. You can have it lock. It's just a little bit more comfortable to lay your back on, as well as the King Ranch logos there. The seat itself looks incredible. I love that whole brown interior. I'm a huge fan of it. Steering wheel feels good as well. We got some controls here, mirror controls. Your bed light control is there. This is to release your tailgate, like I mentioned. Pedal controls, parking brake, and then here are your light controls as well. As we get through the interior, I will show you some more quirks and features, as Doug DeMiro would say. Now that is it before we hop in. Let's take a look at the interior. Alrighty, so diving into the interior of the King Ranch, like I mentioned, it has that beautiful brown interior on the steering wheel. Everything looks really high quality. Even all the materials feel nice to the touch. King Ranch with the King Ranch logo there. We actually get some wood trim too on the steering wheel, which feels nice. Your cruise control buttons are over on the left, and then to control your front infotainment, which this one here, it's an accessory power mode, so that's why you can see some icons are on. But this here controls this beautiful display here, all digital, and it's very configurable as well. So what you can do is you hit menu, and then you can go to my view, you can go to trip and fuel, truck info. Like for example, we can go to truck info. I really like the power distribution. No, sorry, not the power distribution. I like the off-road status. I think that looks really, really cool. But it's going to be up to your preference on what you kind of want as a view here. So really cool. Now, once you actually turn this little knob here, this one actually does have the locking rear diff. But once you turn the little knob here, well, looks like we're low on fuel. We can see that it actually turns different settings. So we got Eco Sports, we got Tow Haul, and what else? Normal, we've got Slippery, we've got Deep Snow and Sand, and we got Mud and Ruts. Now when you go into Deep Snow and Sand and Mud and Ruts, it does change it to 4 high or 4 auto, depending on which mode you're in. So very configurable, shows a lot of information there. We got your window stock here to control your wipers and high beams as well. Then the front dash looks all beautiful as well. All soft touch material with some nice brown stitching carried throughout. We have your Bang & Olufsen system here with some storage too. We have the King Ranch logo kind of embedded here on the tail, or not the tailgate, the glove box at the top. Pushing this opens the top one, and then you have a handle for down below with your books. Now, like I said, all brown, pretty much. You get that nice brushed aluminum that carries throughout the dash, and also here on the steering wheel, and then also to cover the vents there. Now, as I mentioned, you do get the tow mirrors. You can extend them by holding this button and de-extend them, and then also power fold them. You can push the button and they fold in as well. Now at the top here, we have a camera button. I did mention to you I would show you what the bed camera looks like, so we're going to push this button here. This is your bed camera, and that's what it looks like. So you can see basically when you're backing up to maybe a fifth wheel gooseneck, especially if you're using Super Duties, it's very helpful. You've got tons of camera options here. We got 360 fronts. We can even click this to zoom in on a certain section, which is incredible. It just gives you a lot of great options. So that's that button there. This here will help you park itself, which is awesome. This Fords do that. They have F-150s, hazards, and traction control. Now, getting into the screen, a beautiful Sync 4. I absolutely love this screen. It works incredibly fast, and it's very intuitive, and there's a ton of options you can use on them. So 12-inch screen, we have audio here, nav. You can kind of cycle through which parts you want on like the big screen and the small. So if you want the nav on the bigger side, you just hit that arrow and it swaps over. You can filter by what you want on this side, by phone, trips, fuel economy, off-road status, zone lighting, which we'll get into, your bed camera, tons of more things. You can even use the arrow here to show. So for example, you can even have your bed camera here, which is incredible. I think that's new for the 2022 gen. We got audio, phone, navigation, favorites, apps, settings, and features, which I love. So cool thing here is we got driver assistance, we got onboard scales, which I will go over with you. You can actually so this one here, so now we're in onboard scale. So basically what this does here, it's going to show you the lights are going to fill up depending on how much weight you have in the truck. So it's going to let you know when you're overweight, middle weight. It's just a great feature, and I feel like more trucks should have that option. So really cool that Ford's done that. Zone lighting, basically you can turn on all the exterior lights, especially at night when you can. So you can turn them on, you can turn on separate sides, you can turn on the fronts, the backs, whatever ones you want, which is awesome. Towing, owner's manual, driver assistance. You can kind of play around with your driver assistance controls. If you don't want the adaptive cruise on, you can just have normal cruise. All that kind of stuff's in the screen, but that is that. Down below here we have your volume and tune knobs with your mute. You could turn the screen off to a calm mode, and you could turn it off completely and then push the button just to kind of have it come back on. We have 12 volt here as well as a 120. Trailer brake control here with the modes here, so you push the button to go into your 4x4 settings, Pro Trailer backup, and then here down below we have your climate control buttons. So dual zone climate, of course, heated and cooled seats. I'm happy Ford has put a heated steering wheel button as opposed to going into the screen as the previous gen had. Down below also we have wireless charging, USB, USB-C, and when we close this we get the beautiful nice wood trim with the King Ranch logo embedded there as well, which I truly love. And then we can open it up. Now moving into the center console, we have the shifter here. We can push it to go down. This unfortunately does not have the interior work surface where this comes forward, but what can you do? They're harder to come by now, and they actually are more expensive. So, but it's a nice little function here. You can actually put something here if you want to make, just to kind of have like a little platform. Cup holders, slot maybe to put your phone. Now as we carry throughout the center here, we have this beautiful nice center console to lay your arm on. We have the King Ranch logo here as well. It tells you when it was when it first started as well. And as we open this up, we have some beautiful storage down here, USB, USB-C, tons and tons of room. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty incredible how much room is down here. And we are going to put this back just like that. Up at the top here, we have the buttons to control your sunroof and your rear window as well. That is it for the interior. Honestly, I truly love this interior. I'm a huge fan of the brown, and I think it looks amazing. A lot of customers do like this kind of style because it's a ranchy style truck. So, and the quality in a lot of these materials are amazing. I have to commend Ford for doing an amazing job. But that is it for the interior. Let's go out and talk about the price. Okay, so coming into the price of this King Ranch, so it's got a lot of options. You can see at the top, 2022 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost, nice stuff, but it's got a really good amount of options on it, and I would recommend getting these options if you're getting a King Ranch. Price on this one is 89,405 Canadian. I do get it's expensive, but just the way the market is right now, that's going to be the price when you pay for a new truck right now. But you're getting a lot in this truck that you're really going to love, and it's just a beautiful place to kind of relax in, especially if you're going to be doing long trips. Now that's it for the price. Let's go around and give you my final thoughts. Alrighty, so everyone, that concludes my review of the 2022 King Ranch. I think it is absolutely stunning inside and out. I would recommend getting this truck if you're in the market for something a little bit more different and a lot more luxurious than a lot more trucks out there. If you're in that, under 100 grand range of purchasing a vehicle. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Cheers.